Hi everyone, it's Cal. I hope you're doing well. I wanted to pop on and just say hello. I've been away, not really away, but away from you for some time because I've been planning the Great Escape. I don't know where I'm going, but I have been planning it. Today, I wanted to talk a little bit about the Divine Mother because I was reading some stuff on the internet and it was a very large website. And I just wanted to straighten a few things out about the Divine Mother. On this website, they were talking about her feet, and they were coming to a lot of very strange ideas. But the significance of the mother's feet, as she is portrayed, has to really do with being rooted, being grounded. And it also has to do with where her feet are being placed. In ancient religions, they metaphorically displayed things about the divine to convey the meaning. And of course, we're still doing this because words cannot explain the phenomena. And when you see, to begin with, when you see the Virgin Mary holding a baby and standing on a moon, that is because the moon belongs to the great Divine Mother, from which all things emanate from, the great creatrix. And then there are smaller and smaller and smaller renditions of her, kind of like those Little Russian dolls and Little Russian dolls, and so on and so forth, except they're not always inside, they're everywhere. So, and this is just the nature of the cosmos. Everything is alive and everything is developing at greater and lesser degrees. And everything gets to a gestation point at different times, and everything morphs into something new. The consciousness is always rolling and always evolving. And when it comes to conveying the Divine Mother, the moon is a very good way to convey her gentle force. The moon, she is moon energy, which exists everywhere in the cosmos. The moon keeps the planet balanced and in alignment as it goes around the sun. And there's so much to be said about this that I want to keep it kind of nice and tight to one thing. So that force, when you feel the essence of the moon, you feel that mother force, and it is healing. And this is the moon energy in you because you're filled with her energy. Everything is filled with her energy and filled with the father energy too, but in a different way. He's very different. They are complementary opposites. Her force is when you're out and you're in the night and the moon is out and it's shining its light and you're feeling that light, which you can, you can. That is the soft and gentle healing essence of the mother. And when you are deep in meditation, that is the moon energy in you that is healing all parts of your being. That's where the word meditation comes from, to heal. And it's her force that is bringing everything back into alignment and pressurizing it towards the center, so that, of course, the force can only go in two directions, down to root with her and up to connect to the Father. And it's like Bono says in his song, one of his songs, I can't remember which one, you have to kiss the earth and in order to reach the sky. You have to be grounded. And this is what her feet represent, being grounded. So what does being grounded mean? Being grounded is really having a routine, being balanced, going out in the community, having service, or doing going to work is giving service, isn't it? And tending to children is service, and being with your friends in the community, and all these things are growing your spirit and binding them at the same time, so that you are forming these rungs within your body in order to do the Kundalini. So everything emotional in your life is being logged somewhere inside of you. And oh, someone's at the door, if you can believe it. Excuse me for a moment. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, somebody coming for a visit right in the middle. So, yeah. All things that you are doing emotionally in the world all have a frequency to them, and they are all being logged inside your body. This is the place, this is the beginning. This is the matrix. This is where you are learning all these things, and you are building your spiritual body. And your spiritual body will unite so that it's not fragmented, so that it's all in one tight, solidified, I want to say sphere, but the sphere doesn't start really banging itself out until much later. But yeah, so everything is critical. Everything that goes inside of you is critical. And the unifying of it is the ending of the work here in the matrix. This is the world of the sun. And when you graduate, you go out into the galaxy, and that's pretty fantastic, because I started with astral traveling before I was doing meditation. My grandmother was actually an astral traveler as well, so it skips a generation. So yeah, the significance of the Divine Mother is, and her feet, is that she is the grounding force for the Kundalini to ignite to power. So she is the great power, and she is the first 4 rungs on the Kundalini, and then the other 3, one is the bridge and sort of considered the entryway into the Father's realm. So there are 7 rungs to the Kundalini, and to unify them, the process can be harnessed through meditation. But I did want to mention that bit about the Divine Mother, because I feel it's good to know these things, that her power is so healing, that it's always inside of you, that you can use meditation to heal yourself every time you relax, every time you sleep. Sleep is an archaic form of meditation, very archaic. When you start getting deep into meditation, an hour or 2 of meditation is way better than a full night of sleep. It's incredible. So, and it's her soft and gentle power that's inside of you that is healing you. But there's also credence to the Father, who's the inventor of the system, and his force is inside of you too. His force is the acupoints that are everywhere in you, that are creating the systems that gyrate together to purify the blood and create your body and build your body, because remember, there's a spiritual component to everything. So these two forces are critical, and they are always at work inside of you, building you to become stronger, to become bigger than you were before, to move towards unity. And when you meditate, and when you become grounded in your community, you become more unified to the center of your being. And when you're more unified to the center of your being, there is more bonding occurring on those rungs of the chakras, those bars. That, and if you haven't seen my video where I talk about the Kundalini, it's right on the beginning of this channel, so you can go and watch that. I will link it below, just so it gives you some clear understanding, because these steps that are always being built in you are essential. And that's why cleaning up our stuff, our emotional stuff, is critical. And illness, when illness happens in us, it is showing that there is a hole in our spirit. There's a problem there. So we want to repair our body and thus repair our spirit. This is the whole benefit of being in the physical world. The mother in our body, our bodies are showing us where the shortcoming is coming in our thinking, in our doing. And we are able to repair ourselves here. So the matrix, is the place to really grow ourselves and make reparations in our bodies and mind, so that our spirit is unified. That's what it is all about. It is all about growing greater and greater spirit until eventually you leave this plane to go to another. You work through that one and go to another, because there is a Kundalini that's going to happen in the solar system, in the galaxy, and in the universal body as well. So, and there are many universal bodies. So that's the power of the mother. That's the significance of her feet, and that's the significance of her feet when you see her standing on a moon. That is her realm. That is sort of an image that we can associate and know her force by looking at the moon. So those two have been placed together to show that they are one. And although the mother force, again, does exist with everything, it is at the core of this planet. It is her receptive force that is holding all this mud on it that we are using to grow through and build ourselves. So that's the significance there. The end game is always the Kundalini, and whether or not you do the Kundalini in this lifetime, you're always building towards doing the Kundalini. So if it doesn't happen now, it's going to happen later. You can force grow it again through deep meditation. Be careful with that meditation, because it could break you. And it's meant to break you, because when you get broken, your octaves drop deeper. And it's these deep octaves that connect to the mother, and she is the force. She is the desire and the power, the molten power that's going to be flowing through you to unite your entire being. When you do the Kundalini. Again, she's working at all times, at every level of your being, to unify you, and eventually at some point join her, because this mother wants you to know her and share the love consciously with her. That means consciously be aligned to love. Know she's your mother. Thank you, mother. I love you. She wants you to know her. And she is very, very much alive in everything. She is the totality of all. And because she can permeate everything with her fine, fine essence, she knows everything. And that's why when you do the Kundalini, and you connect to the starry grid, you are flooded with the knowing. And the knowing is beyond seeing, and it's beyond learning. It is just complete and utter knowing. And the resonance of that knowing is clear as a bell. So, yes, this video was just a couple clarifications about the Divine Mother. And I hope to see you more. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, so please post below if you have any questions or if you have anything to share with everyone. I love reading your comments. Other than that, I hope to see you soon, and have a great week, everyone. Bye for now.